Hi, welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. Today's pick a card is going to be Spirit Animal Sunday S.A.S. So we are back again with another Sunday with messages from the spirit animals. Okay, we are doing 3 piles, so let's go ahead and take a look at the piles. So for pile 1, we have a shark. Okay, pile 1, we have a shark. Pile 2, we have a penguin. Okay, pile 2 is a penguin. And penguin, get up. And pile 3, we have this elephant. Okay, pile 3, we have this elephant. Oh wow, I'm already getting messages from the elephant. Okay, that was fast. Okay, so go ahead, take a look at the piles. If you feel called to pick more than one pile, go right ahead. Timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hi, welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. So for those of you who chose pile number 1, the shark, I always like to associate the piles with an element, but since we're only doing 3 piles, we're doing modalities, and the modality of associated this pile with is mutable. So you could be a Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, or Sagittarius, okay? With the shark, I'm also feeling like something with the vibration, because sharks are able to feel the vibrations of like their surroundings. So I'm feeling something like you're feeling the vibration, but you might be feeling like the vibrations are off. And I feel like you're picking up the vibrations and the energy of other people that might be feeling themselves off, or might be feeling down, or might be feeling tired or negative or something like that. And I feel like you're absorbing them, you're picking them up. So I feel like this week with the shark is like saying protect your energy. Maybe do some cleansings, do an energy cleanse, or before you leave the house or when you come back to the house, do an energy cleanse for yourself, in whatever way you're more comfortable with. Could be just taking a shower, washing your hands, and saying that you remove negative energy. It could be with Palo Santo. It could be with sage. Like with me, normally I use Palo Santo to leave, and then use Palo Santo when I come back in. But whatever way you feel comfortable, I feel like the shark is saying protect your energy, because it's almost like you're absorbing the low vibration energies of everything and everyone around you. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. We have the 3 of Swords, air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, and we do have Gemini here at the mutable. We have the 9 of Wands, fire element, Aries, Leo, Sag, and we do have Sag here, okay? And then we have the Tower. Oh, look, it wants to fall up my hat. We have the Tower, which is Mars energy, which is Aries and Scorpio, okay? So we have the 3 of Swords, we have the 9 of Wands, and we have the Tower. I mean, these are all heartbreak, these are all struggle, these are all bad times, right? So again, I feel like the shark is saying protect your energy. Maybe you're going through a heartache, or you're going through some type of loss too, because sometimes when we are going through something emotional, it's kind of like our vibration kind of gets lower, and then makes us more susceptible to absorb negative energy. So maybe you're going through something, or been going through a heartache, a loss too. Maybe you could have lost a loved one, um, a pet, something like that, and you're going through a difficult situation, so it's kind of made you more susceptible to these energies. And we do have the 9 of Wands here, and it's a bear. The bear is a very protective energy, very protective mama bear, papa bear type of energy. And we have him in this tree, which the tree is kind of like grown in a circle, so again, kind of protecting your energy. Again, the bear is a very protective energy, so it's kind of like he's in this circle of tree. So again, I do feel like whatever the difficulty is, protect your energy at the moment, okay? And then with the Tower here, right? Mars energy, the planet of war, the planet of aggression, Scorpio, Aries. So maybe even having arguments, difficulties, challenges. Here's the rain, right? The storm, and then we do have the lightning here. So we do have like lightning, thunder. So this could be like somebody getting loud, somebody trying to get loud with you, or argue with you, or just trying to kind of get you riled up. So again, protect your energy. And then we do have some birds flying through here, flying through the tower as the lightning is hitting. So I do feel like, yeah, somebody is going to try to have, basically some shish to say about you, right? They're going to have something they want to run their mouth about, maybe try to give you a difficult time, or it's just whatever. But again, I feel like protect your energy this week while you're, you know, going through this. And also, again, just cleanse your energy coming in and out of your home, whatever your space is, your work too, whatever, wherever you can clean your energy, cleanse your energy. I also feel headaches here. Maybe you're getting headaches. You make sure you're taking care of your health too. Make sure you're eating right. Don't skip any meals. Okay. Don't skip any meals. Make sure you are eating, even if it's light, just make sure you eat. Don't skip meals is what I'm getting to for you. Okay. Um, what else? What else? Okay, let's go ahead and get some of these Power Animal Oracle cards. Let's get you one of these cards. It's just going to be a quick reading. But I am feeling like the shark is saying somebody is going to try to bite you this week. So make sure to protect your energy. And again, the shark feels those vibrations and you feel them. You might even feel it coming too. It's like you're like, I already know I'm going to get into it with this person, or this person's going to have something to say. They're going to have a snarky remark, or they're going to, something, right? So you already know. Okay. We have 44. Wow. With Wolf, Guardian. Look at that. Again, all that protective energy. The shark, the bear, and now the wolf, Guardian. You are safe and protected at all times. Look at that. The wolf here. So the wolf also has a message for you. The wolf is protecting you. The wolf it definitely takes care of everybody in their pack. So you're definitely being protected and taken care of by those in your pack. Okay. So, the spirit animals this week will probably be like the shark and the bear and the wolf, keeping watch over you this week. Okay. All right. Let me get you one of these cards from my Adam deck. Okay. And I saw something flip. Okay. Number 2, the ant. Fire element. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sag. And again, we do have Sag here. It says your hard work is opening up doors of opportunity for you to get some more bread in your life. Don't steer off your path. So definitely continue. Whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been doing, continue, because you are going to get an opportunity of something, or a door opening up for you. It is number 2. It is the number of partnerships. It's always Libra to me. So maybe a Libra is going to help you out, or open a door, or, give you some type of opportunity, something here, working out, making more money. Okay. And again, fire element. And we did have that Mars energy here, and fire here, and Sagittarius. So maybe, you know what? I've been feeling Sagittarius energy a lot lately around, like Sagittarius energy for some reason. So, Sagittarius's ruler is Jupiter. So abundance, right? Abundance, money, luck. So maybe definitely some luck here. Oh, this card's flipped too. The groundhog. Let's look at this. 32 breaking down to a 5. Earth element, groundhog. Solo time is required for you at this time. You are recognizing that you and only you need you only need you to, oh goodness. You and only you need girl, come on now. Okay, solo time is required for you at this time. You are recognizing that you only need you and your faith to grow. Okay, exactly. You needing yourself and your faith to grow. So don't feel like you got to hold on to people, or somebody that is, maybe saying negative things, or is, around hurting you. Like, you don't want to be around that. You don't want to stick around for that. And this is your time to heal. 32 breaking down to a 5. Changes, challenges, and choices. Oh my gosh, look what we have at the bottom of the deck. The bear. Number 4, the number of stability. We have the bear here. So we do have the bear showing up twice as confirmation for you. Earth element here. Okay. It says Spirit is telling you whatever challenges you've been going through, lick your wounds, keep your head high, and continue on with more strength from this. Look at that. Lick your wounds and keep going. The bear is like, I got you. And like I said, this is what I feel this week, is this kind of just keep going, keep going. You're getting there and doors are opening up for you. There's going to be luck. There's going to be opportunity. But there's also right now where the vibration is kind of off, and you might be going through a situation, maybe even a romantic situation or something where somebody's just, they've hurt you, right? Here with the Three of Swords, they've hurt you. You feel sad, you feel, wounded, and it's like that gives negative energies an opportunity to kind of slide in and try to kind of bring your vibration down more. So again, it's like protect your energy at this time. Okay, all right, well, that's all I have for you, pile one. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 2, this penguin here, I always like to associate the piles with an element, but since we're only doing 3 piles, we're doing modalities, and the modality of associate this pile with is fixed. So you could be a Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio, okay? To me, the penguin is actually always like fire element. It's always like fire energy, very fiery. I always imagine the penguin to have like a knife in his hand for some reason. Like I always see the penguin kind of like, I'm going to get you, like, don't try me, like that type of energy. Definitely very, very fiery, very quick to react to is what I'm getting with the penguin. So here with you this week with the penguin, he might be saying don't be that quick to react, but also, let them know that you ain't the one. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. Oh, so we have the King of Wands in the reverse. Look at that. We have a fox here. Beautiful card. We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay. We do have like a little beaver. Gosh, exactly. Speaking of like having to defend yourself, okay. And then we have the Page of Swords. Wow, okay. So definitely with the King of Wands in the reverse, the Seven of Wands in the reverse, fire element. Like I said, the penguin is always fire to me. And we do have Leo here as a fixed sign. But I always see Leo as like the nicer, more calm of the other 2 fire signs as to where Aries and Leo, I mean Aries and Sagittarius, they ain't the one, right? Leo too, but Leo's a little more subdued. But so what I am getting here again, it's like kind of that same thing, that anger, the lashing out. The Seven of Wands, it's being defensive. So somebody might be defensive or try to make you defensive. Okay. So yeah, there's an energy here of like, also like laziness, procrastination. So you might get into it with somebody that might be lazy, or they might say you're being lazy. There's something there with like the work. So this could be at work, or something's not done right? Maybe you were like waiting for them to do something or help you with something, and they did it, but it wasn't done right, or they didn't even help you and they said they would, something like that. But this could be a work related issue, um, where you might have to defend yourself, or somebody feels like they have to be defensive with you. Maybe you're calling them out or something like that. Okay, and then we do have the Page of Swords here, which, it is communication. Um, this could be somebody younger. And again, I'm getting work. I'm getting work here. And the hot air balloon, I feel like this person could be full of hot air, right? So maybe they said they were going to do something and they didn't do it, right? Maybe they said they were going to, do something at work, or they were going to work on that project, or they were going to help you out with that, whatever, and they didn't do it. So again, somebody just being kind of full of hot air, being full of themselves. Okay. Feeling like almost like supervisor. And this could be a supervisor, like being very overly bossy, or this could be somebody that just acts like they're the supervisor, right? Somebody that's like, I've been here 10 years, so I know more than you. So that could be that type of energy to somebody kind of, trying to run you. And again, you kind of having to be the penguin, saying, I'm not the one. Again, don't come off very like, what? But at the same time being like, look, I'm not the one. So don't come over here with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you one of these Power Animal Oracle cards. And let's see what we have for you. This is just going to be a quick reading. But I definitely do feel like a work situation here for you this week, where somebody's just trying to maybe give you more work, or they're not doing their work, right? Oh my gosh, no freaking way. Look, 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 look. We have the fox here, which we have the fox here, the King of Wands. We have the otter here, which I think, I'm not sure if this is an otter or a beaver, but look. Oh my goodness. When I tell you, these spirit animals come through, they come through. Okay, so we have the fox here, 16 breaking down to a 7 with adaptability. Adapt to the changes that are happening. So there's some type of change here happening. And like I said, I feel like this is a work related situation. So there could be some type of changes at work. And maybe there's somebody telling you, oh, you're not doing the changes, or you're supposed to use this and not that. You know what I mean? There could be somebody saying that you're not adapting to the changes. But yeah, I also feel like somebody's just trying to be bossy about the work. Okay, we have 30 breaking down to the 3, to the 3. Okay, the 3 breaking down to a 3, surrender. My mind is like so off right now. Okay, so surrender, let go of control. Look at that. So we have the fox and the otter. The fox is saying adapt, and then the otter saying surrender, let go of control. So yeah, so this might be somebody trying to say that you're being controlling, or you're being too bossy, or you're, but again, maybe you have to tell them like, hey, there's a new way of doing this, there's a new system, or whatever this is how it's done now. And they might not want to do it again. They might be lazy, or they might not even be doing it, or they might be doing it wrong. So this is where I'm seeing there might be an issue here, where you're like trying to help them, but it doesn't seem like they're doing it the way you're saying, right? Hmm. Very interesting how we do have the fox here twice, and then we have the otter, and then I don't know if this is an otter or a beaver. I don't know what this is over here. The fox also has to do with being very clever, figuring things out. So again, maybe having to figure something out. There's some type of change here. There's some type of change at work that you have to figure out or adapt to. Could even be a new boss, right? You have to adapt to them. You have to kind of go with the change of how they act or how they run things, right? But there is some type of change here that you have to kind of figure out. Hmm. Okay, let me go ahead and get you one of these Adam cards. And I think that will be it here for you. I'm just a mess. And talking today, I can't even talk. I can't even talk today. Okay, pile 2. What is the message from the penguin for pile 2, please? Okay. And we have the squirrel, 72 breaking down to a 9, the number of completion. And we do have fire element with the squirrel. A lot of fire energy for you this week. Whether you're a fire sign or not, there's a lot of fire energy around you this week. Okay, don't let people continue to take the nuts from your tree for free. They better put in work to get them. Look at that. The squirrel's like, you ain't gonna come in here and just collect the paycheck and get money for free. You need to put in work. So again, I do feel like this is a work situation, something work related. Let me see what's on the bottom. I just want to see what's on the bottom. And we have the albatross in the reverse, though, number 1. So new beginning, changes here, and we do have 72. There's a cycle here. There's something changing. Something different is being done. It's like we're coming to like another phase here at work. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have for you, Pile 2. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, the elephant, I always like to associate the piles with an element, but since we're only doing 3 piles, we're associating them with modalities. And the modality of associated this pile with is cardinal. So you could be an Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn. Okay, I haven't been able to talk in the other 2 piles. Let's see how much I struggle in this pile. Okay, with the elephant, right away when I had it in my hand when I was doing the pile selection, I was like right away already the elephant was like wanting to talk, wanting to give messages. And so what I'm getting from the elephant is that you've been feeling stuck. You know, the elephant, he's very calculated in where he walks. He's very calculated in where he's going forward, because it's like it's the right choice, it's the right path. And for some reason, it's kind of like you've been feeling whatever that path is, or whatever your choices that you've been wanting to go towards, you've been feeling stuck, almost feeling like I'm too old for this, I'm too old for this shit, or I'm too old to be stuck like this, or I'm too, like, too old to have gone on this long, or there's just something like, why am I not progressing, why am I stuck? Could also be mindset. Here's what I'm also getting, like, you want to do things, but at the same time your mindset kind of keeps you in that loop of the same situation, the same thing, of like not being able to move forward. Now the elephant to me also is always ancestors, and it's always feminine ancestor energy. So you do have feminine ancestors that are trying to guide you, that are trying to push you, that are trying to have you realize your power. And it's kind of like they're saying, come on, like, you can do this for us, like, not only for yourself but for us as like feminines, right, from the past. Like, we, you know, like, you can do this, like, come on, push through. You know, we're giving you flowers, we're giving you help, you know, to kind of go through this, like, to keep going. But somehow something keeps you in a loop, something keeps you just circling around the same thing, and it's just that feeling of being stuck. But let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Oh my gosh. Okay. We have the Chariot in the reverse. So Queen of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. And we do have Aries here. And then the Chariot is Cancer energy, which we do have Cancer here. And then we have Death in the reverse too, Scorpio energy. So, okay, so all three of your cards are in the reverse, and very interesting because Death is in the reverse and the Chariot is in the reverse. And these cards are both about going forward, progression, changes, transitions. But since they're in the reverse, it's almost like we can't go to the next level. We can't transition. The Chariot sometimes it does talk about work. You know, it could talk about like wanting to progress up the ladder, wanting a promotion, a raise, you know, putting in the hard work so that you can get it more, you can get a raise, something like that. But it's like, you know, it's in the reversal, so kind of not being able to move forward again. It's kind of like the elephant, that feeling of like just being stuck. Like maybe you've been at the same job for a lot of years and you feel stuck. Here with the Death card, you know, the moth here in the reverse, it's that same type of energy. But it could also be resistance. Like I said, I feel like with the elephant, it's almost saying like your mind kind of keeps you in a loop, almost like telling yourself, I can't, I want to, but I can't, or right now I don't think I can. So it's kind of, you know, the little engine that could, you got to be like, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, until you get up that hill, because it's almost like you can, but something in your mind kind of pulls you back and loops you into that same cycle of not being able to. Yeah, I do feel like with this Death card in the reverse, it's kind of like being stuck. I definitely do feel it being stuck. The Queen of Wands in the reverse, she's very go-getter energy, you know, very much a go-getter, fire, right? They're very much go, go, go. But in the reverse, I feel like somebody that shies away, somebody that hides themselves when they shouldn't. So I do feel like you are shying yourself away from what could be, or your steps could be, right, to move forward. And it's kind of like you are shying yourself away from these things, these opportunities, these chances. um and the Queen of Wands, it's like she's noticeable. She walks in the room and all eyes are on her without her even trying to get that notice. But with it being in the reverse, I feel almost like you shy yourself, you hide away, almost like, I'm gonna go in the corner and be a wallflower. Excuse me, let me go over here in the corner. And it's kind of like you're doing that to yourself. And again, I feel like with these feminine ancestors are like, go, 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 don't do that, don't do that, you know? Um, it's like you've come a long ways, and so it's like, don't stop here, okay? Don't stop here. Don't hide. I also feel like you might feel like you're not around your people with this Queen of Wands in the reverse. Like the people that you're around, whether it's at home, at work, with friends, whatever, it could be all of the above, right? Wherever you're at around people, it's almost like a feeling of like, I'm not with my people, I'm not fitting in. And so there's that feeling of that. So because of that feeling, you get yourself in your head like stuck, like I can't progress, or let me go hide in the corner because I might stand out too much and these people might not like it if I stand out too much. How there's something here about you. It's almost like trying to please them or trying to fit in with them, but that's not your place and that's not what you're meant for. Okay, is what I'm getting. You're definitely meant to always stand out, to shine. And again, it's, but you yourself know that where you're at, it's almost like you're constricted and you're not with your people. You're not with those that help you grow, right? Okay, so let me go ahead and get you one of these cards from the Power Animal Oracle, and let's see. Like, we have the coyote here. Definitely challenges I get with the coyote. The coyote is like always striving. Always, always, always striving. Okay. Pile number 3, too many cards, too many cards. But let's look at the Swan. 41, breaking down to a 5, changes, choices, and challenges. Swan, grace, beauty. Again, Queen of Wands energy, but you have the Queen of Wands here in the reverse. Appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. Look at that. Appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. Yeah, appreciate yourself, you know. Changes, challenges, and choices, right? So you're not appreciating yourself because you know that these people aren't going to like appreciate it. But again, at the same time, you know that these aren't your people. You don't feel like you're amongst your tribe. You know, it's what I'm getting too. Okay, let me go ahead and get you one more. Okay. And we have the Pelican at 32, breaking down to a 5, forgiveness. Wow. Let go of your judgments and the judgments of yourself. The judgments of yourself of saying, I can't stand out. Let me go hide. Let go of these judgments and appreciate yourself, appreciate your beauty. You know, the Pelican has really small, short legs, right? 32, breaking down to a 5, changes, choices, and challenges. 41, breaking down to a 5, changes, choices, and challenges. So 5, 5 here, definitely feeling like to change would be very challenging for you. So it's almost like you keep yourself from not changing, even though it's what you really want. Well, anyways, I'm all over the place, right? But Pelican, we know that they have very short legs, and I can remember that when I was with a Cancer, we do have Cancer here, he always used to call me Pelican because he said that I had really short pelican legs. So he would always be like, come on, get your little pelican legs, you know, walking. Like, I couldn't catch up. I'm like, look, I'm short. I can't walk as fast as tall people can, okay? So let go of your judgment. So yeah, so you might judge yourself a lot. You might judge yourself or feel like, if I'm comfortable in my own skin, others are going to judge me. But again, so what? Let them, because you know that these aren't your people, and your people are going to actually appreciate you, love your beauty inside and out, and not be judging you. So definitely forgive yourself is what I'm getting here. Okay, let me go ahead and get you one of these Adam cards, and I think that will be it here for you. And then here with me saying like how he would always tell me like, catch up with your little pelican legs. Come on, catch up. Like, and I'd be almost like running behind him, right? And that's making me think again of you being kind of like stuck in the mud, feeling like you're running behind schedule, like you're running behind everyone else. But at the same time, feeling like if I catch up, then there's going to be a problem, or I can't catch up, or I shouldn't catch up, or they won't want me to catch up, or I myself won't even know what to do with myself if I catch up. So there's something with that. Again, it's kind of like being stuck behind, being left behind with those little pelican legs running behind everyone else, being stuck in that mud energy, you know, like the elephant feeling stuck. You need to get out of that mud, and also out of that mud mentality is what I'm getting. The mud mentality is really what is keeping you there. Okay. One message, please, for pile 3. There it is. And we have the stork. Look at that. So we have like a pelican and kind of a stork, but he has like the longer legs, right? 73, breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1. Air element, okay? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It says, better stay ahead. Oh, better stay ahead. Girl, I can't read. Better days ahead. Yeah, better stay ahead too instead of behind. Better days ahead, okay? It could be a new home, a new car, a new job, or a new bull. You are the magician of your life. Look at that. You are the magician of your life. Wow. Better days are ahead. But you being the magician of your life, how do you want it to be? Do you want to be running behind with those little pelican legs? Do you want to be running behind everyone else, or do you want to catch up? You know, how do you want this to be? Or do you want to just be stuck in park with the Chariot? It's like not moving forward, being stuck in park. And then here with the Death card, Scorpio energy, there's no transformation, but you do want it. I see that you definitely do want it. So what are you going to do? Okay, the elephant is like, what are you going to do? So you have the swan, the stork, the pelican, okay? All right, well, that's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.